RaJuR here, back in the lab, RocDaHouse Studios. Hope everybody's doing well tonight around 11 o'clock, and I just got finished setting all this stuff up the way I kind of want it after like a whole day of trying to figure stuff out. As a studio owner, do you always find yourself like, yo, trying to figure out like, what's going on, JP? Trying to figure out like, during the day, what the heck am I trying to do here in the studio? And what happens is, let me see if I can turn the lighting up on here so I can see what people are talking about here. Turn the light up a little bit more. Yeah, like all day, I'm like, I have this new piece. Well, not new, but it's used, but I bought this piece called the Apollo Twin Duo Mark II. Is that right? Yeah, Twin Duo Mark II. And, you know, the whole thing was like trying to get it set up so I can use all the plugins and all that good stuff. And I bought it from this young man. And I'm trying to see why don't I have all the plugins, most of the plugins like demo plugins and stuff like that. And now I'm trying to get the thing set up. And every time I go to register it, I can't register it because the first time I did it, it seemed like everything was going well, and all of a sudden it just stopped in the middle of the process. So you ain't audio gotta get together with this registration thing because I done got rid of the software, reload the software, got rid of the software, reload the software, the thing, get the firmware, updating all that stuff. I still haven't been able to register this thing. So hopefully tomorrow, if I get home and they'll be open in time enough for me to call and they can help me register this bad boy. Because it makes no sense. I gotta do it over and over again, right? But anyway, I'm like, well, yo, what else can I use this for except for using it for a mic? I mean, I got enough mic pre's. I got mic pre's that I like. If you look here, I got plenty of mic pre's. You know, I got the Focusrite ISA 220. I got a UA Audio 610 Mark II. And up here in my 500 series rack, I have a RPQ 500. I have a Rupert 511. Also have a P1 by A Designs. So I have three more mic pre's up here. I got more mic pre's over here in that rack over there. I got an Art mic pre for the Pro MPA. I got a M Audio Tampa. You know I got a mic pre's. I got an interface. I have 4 interfaces. So I got mic pre's and those. I got plenty of mic pre's. But everybody's, yo man, you gotta get it because the mic pre's and the UA Audio Apollo with the unison thing is the bomb. It's the bomb, right? I'm still not convinced. Man, still really, I need more than that. It's not gonna, all my stuff down here serve dual purposes. If I'm recording, I'll use it going in. Now I come back out, I use it again. Going in, come back out, I use it again. This stuff is not, you just don't use a mic pre just to go in. I forgot about them 2 mic pre's. I got a I got an apogee mini me. I hear you, bro. I just got finished drinking 2 porter beers myself, so yeah, I feel you, bro. And also got the Golden Age GAP Pre 73 Junior. I'm laden with mic pre's. Why do I need a mic pre? I done cut so many albums without a mic pre, without certain mic pre's. I mean, I've had the Avalon 737. I've had Millennium Medias. I've had all kinds of mic pre's, man. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been through a lot of mic pre's in my lifetime. And now, you're going to convince me that I need another mic pre? But I got a good deal from my man. Not only did I get the twin Apollo Twin Duo Mark II, he also put in my deal the Personus monitor station, which I didn't think I needed, but I really like this monitor station. As long as it doesn't color my speakers, it's a clean circuit, I'm cool with it. I've been looking for something I use for a clean circuit. Actually, I was using the Apogee Duet and running my speakers into that system, but that got to be a hassle because you always had to have something on because it's firewire. Always had to have something on to make that pop, you know what I mean? So, pretty much, I'm a studio laden with a whole bunch of mic pre's. But I figured, hey, what's going on, Fragrance Journey and JP? But I figured, hey, if I'm going to have this thing up here for $1,000, I got to use it to the fullest, capability, right? But what I decided to do was, I said, look, I'm gonna use that for mastering. First, I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna plug my speakers into it and use it for speakers, and I was gonna put it in my patchbay over here. I'm like, nah, that's too complicated. I gotta run more wires. How can I use this to master? Well, I've been mastering in Logic anyway. You know what I mean? Unless I use ozone by itself. I can use ozone in Logic or ozone 9 by itself. So I said, well, no, we're going to use Logic for our mastering joint. And that track you just heard, I'm going to start mastering probably tomorrow. It's getting kind of late tonight. So I'm like, well, yo, let's use this bad boy for mastering. Since my man is here, my man Fragrance Journey is here, he don't have a studio or nothing, but he got juices. So since my man is here, I'm wearing, Camel by Zoologists. I know some of you guys may not be, producers may not be into high-end fragrances and niche fragrances, but you got to do it, baby. All producers got to smell good, got to smell special. Can't be smell like everybody else in the studio. I'm going to get back to it. So I said, I'm going to use this bad boy to master. Thank you, Fragrance Journey. I appreciate it. But I know, since you do juices, I just haven't had this out, so I want to make sure that I, show you that right now. I appreciate it, bro. No doubt about it. You got samples you can send? Nah, bro. I got decants you can buy, but I don't have samples you can send. So, like, if you wanted 5 mil of this, it'll cost you maybe about $13, $14. I'll ship it to you 5 mil. I can do that. But I have so many juices that, hey, what's the cheapest pimp juice you can sell? I don't have any cheapest pimp juices. That's the problem. I don't have any cheapest pimp juices. But it is what it is. Well, go down to my comments below and we'll connect, and I'll point you the right way. I'll do it that way. We don't worry about what I got, but we'll do that. I appreciate that, Fragrance Journey. I appreciate that, brother. I know you was in the studios, man. That's why I figured, hey, I know you stopped by. Usually you might see I'm doing juices, so I figured you might just stop by for the juices. But I appreciate you, checking me out, whether I'm doing juices, whether I'm doing fragrances, or whatever. Bada bing, bada boom. So I'm back to this Logic thing. I'm like, well, yo, man, that's crazy. Yeah, just hit me up down below, man. I'll steer you the right path. Just put a comment down below. Go to my website, www.rajur.net, or you can just Google me. Google RaJuR, and Google me. You'll see all my YouTube videos, the bada bing, bada boom, and you'll see all this stuff, all right? So now, I decided I'm going to use Logic to do my mastering. So I had to hook this thing up so I can use it for my mastering. Because basically what I was using first, thank you, Fragrance, I appreciate that, bro. What I was actually using was this computer, and I was using this for mastering as well. I can open up Logic, and I was using mastering this computer to do the main computer. But what happened was, this didn't have Thunderbolt. And the fact that this didn't have Thunderbolt, which I thought it did because they had a Thunderbolt icon on the side of the computer, I thought it did have Thunderbolt. It don't have Thunderbolt, right? Evaluate. So basically, it's like, yo, what am I gonna do? It don't have Thunderbolt. So I had to pick up another computer here, which I picked up a little small bad boy right here, a MacBook Air. The screen is messed up. That's okay because I can see the screen up here on the big screen, because my man also threw in the OWC Thunderbolt hub. This thing has been a lifesaver, man. This thing, and I didn't want that at first. I didn't want that, or I didn't want this personus station. But I figured out a way to use it. And back there, what also came with the deal is back there is a Neumann TLM 103, which is back there right there in the booth. So my whole deal was with my man Nick was the TLM 103, the Apogee Duo Twin Mark II, the Personus Station, and the Thunder Dock. And this Thunder Dock, the reason I was able to buy this computer, even though the screen is messed up, because the Thunder Dock, Thunderbolt right to the Thunder Dock, bam, you can put a screen up there, you go up to a FireWire hard drive, which is what I'm using right now, or a FireWire hard drive, or a FireWire interface, which is what I'm using right now. The interface I was using with this computer when I was doing Logic, I was using my Saffire Pro 40, Well, all I did was took the firewire out of this and put it into my hub down here, and now this computer is using the firewire. Man, shoot, what? How is that, boy? But I still gotta get another cable. Hopefully it doesn't confuse anything. I still want to have another cable hooked up to the firewire. Can't use them both at one time, but I'm gonna see if I can do that. So I can find another firewire cable and run that to the Saffire as well. And that way, if I decide to be over this side using logic, which I don't see why now because I'm now using this for mastering. So now, let's check this out. So now we're using, I got logic load up in here. Okay, I got logic in this computer. I got logic in my Mac. I got logic all over the place in all my computers. Got logic in my Mac Pro. Logic's everywhere. Speaking of Mac Pro, man, I gotta upgrade the my OS in there real quick. So I'm gonna turn that on too. So I can upgrade this OS while I'm back here with these OSs. What did I do with them? They're around here somewhere. Here you go. I got El Capitana in there. I'm gonna upgrade it to High Sierra. Is what I'm ready to do. In fact, I'm going to stick it right here right now so to be ready to get busy. I thought I had done it, but I didn't. So, back to the situation. So I said, well, how am I going to use this and use those plugins that they have? Because I thought maybe the plugins, you know, first of all, I'm not entitled to all the plugins. Even though I bought this from my man, most of the plugins, yeah, I gotta pay for them. But the good thing is, I have all my other plugins I can still use in Logic. You know what I mean? Today, I purchased the fan filter. So basically, and I don't like this thing all over the place. It's a pain in my hind having this all over the place. Let me see if I can. All right, here we go. This thing got press. Thank you. I'm so tired of seeing that. Yo, what's this thing doing? You know, I gotta change the resolution on this because it's trying to read out everything. How do I get rid of this always reading out everything? I don't need this every 5 seconds. How do I get rid of that? It wasn't even doing that before. What is this? It was not doing all this showing. It's getting in the way, man. I gotta change the resolution back on the screen so I can see what I'm doing. I can't even see my plugins. So let me go back to arrangement, Samsung, standard. Oh, got it? I might not be able to get it back to where I had it before. Ah! Scale. Oh, here we go. Now I go to 1080p because 720p is too big and I can't get around the interface. It's busy showing up all these icons there. You want to do this, want to do that, want to do this, want to do that. It's crazy. All right, so let me. Here we go. Now we're back to normal where I can see everything. Only thing I'm not seeing that I saw before. Hold up. This is the console for the Yamin. I'm not using that right now. I gotta crack open the Saffire again. Okay, don't show me this again. Fine. Okay, we connected. Do not use this again. So now I'm using my Saffire. I'm using the Saffire for my audio interface. Okay? So let's start. There we go. And now, here's my fabulous bought this today. I wish it was a bigger window. It's a real small window. But I bought the Pro Q3 today so I can do a little bit more mastering and playing around with it. what? The track is so loud that, oh, settings? All right, cool. That's a pain behind, man, seeing all that. Oh, there you go. I turned it off. There was a question mark up there. This track is already done, bro. This is on one of my albums. So check out my Backlash album, and you will hear this track. Yeah, that album is already done, brother. It's called The Backlash. The name of this song is called Look What I Found. I did a long time ago. I was playing all live instruments on it. So basically, it's all done. So yeah, check it out. www.rajur.net. And check out all my music. Or Google me, RaJuR. Check out all my music. But this is on the Backlash, Tracks from the Library of Flow, the Select Collection album. Check it out. I think I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change the output on the Duo to monitor, because I can't control it with the line, and that's why it's driving too hard. So let me see if I put this over in monitor. I can control the level better. Man, I'm always knocking this cable out, bro. I keep knocking my cable out every time I go to do something in this unit. So now I gotta, there you go, connected. I like that it automatically connects. That's real cool. I guess I gotta go back up. It's connected. I still gotta go and pick it. I got it. I lost my saffire. Did I lose my saffire? Oh, it's there. There we go. So now I can control it with the monitor. I can control the output. Bet. plugins are crazy. Alright, so I'm going to stop it. So basically what's happening here is I only have one person here, but as long as one person here I can still talk. But hopefully people look at this video tomorrow. Is that my chain, because that's what we're really talking about, my mastering chain. More than my recording chain. My recording chain is real simple. But my mastering chain, when I want to finally put this into Logic and get it ready for distribution, is something totally different. So my mastering chain, aside from using the Apollo Twin now, is part of the front end of the mastering chain. It won't be the back end. It's going to be the front end. So I'm going to come in here first. If I'm going to treat it to something, usually all I want to do is EQ. Over here is my other mastering gear. So here, my 500 series rack. In fact, let me check. I got a lot of stuff on here. I really don't need to have one right now. I start conserving electric around here. Okay. I don't need this one either. Off, 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 off. Okay. If I'm not using it, it needs to be off. So here I have my 500 series. I have the Serpent Audio SB4001, and this is my compressor that I'll be using to because I like the analog feel. I need analog in my signal. I gotta have it. I just can't. I gotta have analog, man. I don't like mixing in the box and something supposed to try to sound like analog and all. No, I don't want that. I want it to be analog. So it's gonna come out from my mixer, which is the monitoring piece. It's gonna come out, and it goes in. It's gonna go into Logic. Gonna come out of Logic, and then we're gonna go into the SB4001. Then here I got the Alesis envelope. If I really want to start sculpting stuff and making it pop, I got the Alesis envelope. Alesis envelope is a nice piece. In fact, I might, instead of using it as a pair, I might use it like two separate channels so I can mess around. Cause I saw them demo using two separate channels and doing something different, a little bit different on the right as for the left. I might just do that. And then last but not least, I run into my aphex 204 to brighten up a little bit more. Now for me, I put the compression before the EQ, but this is not really considered EQ. Like the only thing on the Alesis envelope is like a high and a low shelf. So basically you're just taking some stuff out you might not want or add some stuff in, or I might go to the transient. I might go transient with it. Okay? I might go transient with it, and then I'll be using attack, and I'll be using what they call attack, and I'll be using sustain. So I'll be doing that if I want to use it that way. So that's why I bought this instead of buying the filter for the Alesis X filter. I didn't want that because I knew there were so many EQs I could use. I didn't have to worry about using that. But there's not a lot of kind of EQs along with, of course, what they call, y'all know what they call that, a transient designer. Transient designer, y'all know what they call that. And then again, then I go down here and just add a little bit more sparkle down here with my 204. It has big bottom. It also has an aural exciter. So if I want to add a little bit more sparkle to it, bam, we done. And we're mastered and we out the door. So it don't take a lot of mastering, but a lot of people are mastering inside the box, but you can't do that because you're going to run a lot of mastering studios out of business. If all it takes is for you to put that inside the box and come up with the sound you need, then not only are producers and people are getting lazy in creating songs because they're not playing instruments anymore. Everything is about getting a sample or download the chord pack and all this stuff. I saw that commercial. Let's download the chord pack. Why not learn how to play a piano and play some chords, or play some guitar, or play a bass? I can say that because I can play all the instruments. But I had to learn. So why can't these young bucks learn how to play instruments instead of worrying about a chord pack, or buying this or buying that, and buying all these plugins trying to make everything sound good? It's ridiculous. And I'm saying everybody can't afford all this equipment. I got that. I can't even afford all this equipment. But if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go all out and try to do it right and try to get the equipment I need that's going to be analog and not just digital working inside the box. Because again, it don't make any sense to me that you're going to try to convince me that all these guys who are major mastering guys or major production guys really like working inside the box. They're only doing that because they're getting paid to say that. And because they know once they get done talking about being inside the box with isotope or fab filter or whatever these plugins are, the UA audio plugins, once they're done talking about that, they're going right back to these studios where they got analog gear. Period. Don't play me like that. I mean, I'm from the hood. I'm from North Philly, man. I know better than that. I mean, I don't mind doing a hybrid thing, using some plugins, like I said, for my EQ, trying to find a good EQ, but I don't want to use any compression inside the box. I only want to use EQ inside the box. Whether I'm going to use Ozone 9, or whether I'm going to use, there's another one made by Tokyo Labs that I really, really like, man. See if I can pull it up. This Tokyo Labs EQ is really nice, and it has compression in it too, just like the fan filter has compression in it too. I didn't know it had compression in it too, which is kind of cool. So they had compression in the EQ as well. You can't beat that, man. But it's this joint called, I gotta find it. Here we go, Tokyo Dawn. It's called Nova. Man, this joint is the bomb, man. Oh, I really, really like this EQ. And it's free. It is free. Now, UA, I'm just learning UA stuff. Besides, I invested in this LA610 Mark II two-piece, okay? So I already invested in the product. I also had one of them little boxes on a time ago. But, man, this EQ right here, this Nova EQ is pretty good. It's not a fan filter EQ. You don't have like 35, points of EQ you can use. It doesn't have an analyzer and all this stuff. But it works pretty good, man. I really like it. So if you want a free EQ and you don't have money for fab filter, that's $1.79. I paid for that today. So if you don't have that, and the only reason I paid $1.79 because I can use it in all my computers. I'm spreading the love around. I'm putting that computer. I'm gonna put it on this computer. I'll put it on all these computers. But this Nova right here is nice. Check it out. I think it's nice. Then you can put in compression, hit the compression. See how it's bouncing from the compression? A little bit more compression. Your ratio. The attack. Release. It has everything in this EQ. And what I like about the EQ as well is you got the bell shape, so you can use a bell curve if you want to do a high-low shelf. You got different shelves. This is a good free EQ. If you get into the plugins, you can see that bad boy dance. I know you guys can't see it close up. I don't have that kind of apparatus and film to show you all this stuff and show me in the picture. All my videos are live anyway. But this is a cool EQ. I really like this EQ. A little lower in there. Press over. Fast attack, the fast and the slow release on the bass. I'll make the adjustment of logic to bring it down so it's not really clipping or anything. It goes off the chain. And if I want to run it over here, I hit that button right there. And this EQ in there. Play around with the tag and release. Now sweeten it up down here. Low harmonics. Now that's with those pieces of the chain in there. Now I can take it out. So that's dry. Just the EQ and logic. Now with everything. And that's my mastering chain. There we go. So basically, like I said, using logic, I'll drag the track in the logic. And whatever I want to add, I'm going to play around with it a little bit more to about 12 o'clock. But add a little bit more logic in there. I mean, plugins from Logic, just play around with some things. And then once I come out of there, bam, through my console here, my console directs right, that's right, yeah, into the 500 series gear. And that's how we pop off, all right? RaJuR will be cool. Thank y'all for stopping by. Don't forget to check out more of my videos down here in the lab. Check out my videos about fragrances. I'm all over the place. Make sure you check me out. But go to my website, www.rajur.net. I'm going to start refreshing that site a little bit more now. I'm not messing with Facebook anymore. You're not going to find me on Instagram, all this stuff. It's going to be here or nowhere. So make sure you support me. Like, subscribe, and share. You know, I mean, I got a couple subscribers. I got 2,200 now. I should have more than that because I've been doing this for a long time. But, you know, sometimes it takes time to even grow, even after 6 years of YouTube. You know what I mean? But anyway, check me out. I appreciate you. And we'll talk about more studio gear someday soon. All right, heaven willing. Take care of yourself. Talk to y'all soon. I'm out. Later.